So you feel like you're getting enough to eat, and it's you're not having too many cravings for, you know, other things that you might have eaten before, or?
No, not really. I mean, when I went to the store to buy some items, but you look at the other items, I didn't even think about going toward the meat counter at all.
Excellent.
That's just, you get the brainwashing there for that, you know, so you
Right.
don't even look at it. And when you look at some fruits and all that, yes, I was wishing I could eat that, but it's not difficult to maintain like that, you know, what I have. Because my main purpose is to get rid of the diabetes and don't take any more medications.
Oh, wow. What were maybe some of your ideas, preconceived ideas, that you went into it maybe thinking about what the retreat was like and what you might learn there beforehand?
Well, to look at the retreat, it was entirely different than what I imagined. It was Patagonia, is only 800 people live there, and it's out in the boonies in Arizona. So that site is, the whole compound is about 165 acres, and everything is spread apart in there. The front office is in one place, and there are several houses all around in there where all the accommodations are for people. And they are only small rooms with 2 single beds, no luxuries, no TVs, nothing else at all. And so there's a lot of walking to be done, and they are all dirt roads. And luckily I had the car, and I had a lot of people living in the house where I was staying, and there were people who were from Hong Kong and West Virginia and New York, and they were lucky that I had the car, and I kept on giving the lift going up and down, because it was fairly tough to walk 1 mile on the gravel road going up the hill and coming down.
Mm-hmm.
So apart from that, we enjoyed the stay there, and a lot of people were saying they don't want to go back home.
How many people were there, and what were their age ranges? And
the diabetic people, they were there about maybe 12 of them. Mm-hmm. And they were ranging from, the youngest girl was about 23, and the oldest one was me, 71. Mm. And then there were other guy who was I think 59, and there was a lady from Virginia who might be another 55, and then there was a girl from Czechoslovakia. She had type 1 diabetes. Mm-hmm. And she got it about 3 years ago, and she got it from the vaccination of hepatitis B. When she got the vaccination 3 years later, she got the diabetes 1. And she, after the doctor stopped her taking the insulin, 4 days later, her blood sugar was normal, and she was very happy about that one, because type 1 diabetes is much worse than type 2.
right.
And there were there was a young guy there. He had type 1, and another lady with type 1 who was a young girl, 24, 25 years old. And they both had terrible time, and when they left, their diabetes were just trying to normalize, but it was still quite high than the normal people. But the doctor suggested that if they carry on doing this and to keep taking the supplements, within 3 months they should be normal.
Did you ever think that going to the Rejuvenation Health Center, where they would teach you about using food as medicine, that it would be this easy to change diabetes just by changing your diet?
Well, I had watched the 30-day diabetic movie which the doctor produced. Mm-hmm. And that was very impressive, and there were 5 people in the movie who got rid of their diabetes, and that was the main reason for me going there. And if they could do it, I knew I could do it too. So
Jim, now that you've come back from the Tree of Life Rejuvenation Center, they set you up with some supplements and some recipes and some ideas to help continue keeping your type 2 diabetes, right? Away for good. What sort of support system do they have set up for you now? Well,
they have a system that they follow up on the telephone for 1 year. And I just received a call from one of the nurses from there, and the next call will be in a month's time. And they check back with you if you're doing okay, if you're eating the right food, and what your blood sugar levels are and what your blood pressure is. And they will keep on doing that. And if I have any need to ask them any questions, I can call them, and they give me the advice on the phone.
Excellent. So some of the recipes, they did send you home with some recipes?
Yes, there are a lot of them in the book, as well as they provided us one book which has a lot of recipes in it.
Excellent. Yeah. And they grow a lot of their own food and sprouts there, right?
Yeah, mainly sprouts and some tomatoes, and there was a lot of wheatgrass, and you could make your own juice as much as you want to drink. And we were drinking by 8-10 ounce glasses instead of half an ounce or something.
Right.
What you get in the stores.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so it was really good food. You enjoyed it a lot?
It was very good.
Oh, wow. So I noticed that you had mentioned that there was a lot of walking and a lot of distances. Is there anything with the program that integrates exercise along with the eating different in the diet?
Well, there we had the yoga classes, and also we had Tai Chi classes. Apart from that, they suggested that we should do our own walking, and when we get back home, we start doing yoga and other exercises in the gym, or maybe plain walking, good walking.
So Jim, what sort of diet were you eating before, and what sort of things now are you eating, for breakfast and those sort of things now that you're on this new diet?
Well, before I went on this program, I was eating chicken and fish, and of course the vegetables, and I was eating Indian foods, Indian curries and chapatis, which is made out of wheat. And by going there, the doctor stopped us all carbohydrates altogether, no grains at all.
And what's your favorite thing to eat now that your palate has changed a little bit?
I like tomatoes most than anything else, yeah. But I have to eat a lot of greens as well, because greens provide you with the complex carbohydrates. And that's what they suggested, that no plain carbohydrates, no sugar, no white flour, no rice, and that is about it. I think as far as the diet is concerned, it's just raw food. You can have it, maybe 80% has to be raw food, and 20% you can have lightly steamed vegetables, if you like. And that's they call it 80-20 rule. And
so you feel like your type 2 diabetes is now cured, or on its way to being cured?
Well, I think it will shortly be cured. It is at a normal level for normal, healthy human beings.
So how physically are you feeling now from being on the diet?
I had a peripheral neuropathy in my feet, and that means the nerve endings which end up in the feet and in the toes, they gradually die off. And if that happens, one gets a lot of pain in the feet. And I was getting the pain in the soles of my feet and the tingling in the top of the feet 24 hours a day. Only time I didn't feel it when I was busy. So, and also my lower leg calves were hurting all the time, like a throbbing sensation in those ones. And I didn't really notice it till I came back home, that the pain in my calves is already gone. That's completely healed. And the only thing left is I still get pain in my feet, which is at a much lower level than before.
You look great. You've lost some weight then because of the diet?
Yes, when I went there I weighed 168 pounds, and the day I left I weighed 152. That means I lost 16 pounds.
So you must have a lot more energy throughout the day being on a more streamlined diet?
Oh yeah, I feel much better. Previously in the afternoons I used to feel sleepy and lethargic, but ever since I come back, those feelings are gone. I feel perfectly good. I can walk faster than before, and generally very good.
Wow, that's great. So, Jim, you would recommend anybody going and seeing, or at least visiting the Tree of Life Rejuvenation Center?
Yes, when I was there, actually, there were people who were just coming there for lunchtime only, the visitors, and they pay like $10 per person to have a lunch there. And I talked to about 3 couples there who had just come for the day, and they were very impressed with the food. And they said they're going to tell their friends to visit the place. And but that is the place to go if you have diabetes, because there are no other programs at all anywhere in this world where you can get your diabetes cured in a week or maybe in 3 weeks.
Right.
Dr. Cousins has written about 8 books, and 2 or 3 of them are about conscious eating only, and a couple of them are for diabetes, and a couple of other books he wrote is about religious purposes, spiritual purposes. Mm-hmm. And if you want to look at those books, I think you can go to his website, which is GabrielCousins.com, and you should be able to get a lot more information on that site.
Excellent. Well, thank you for sharing your experience with us today, Jim.
Thank you.
And thank all of you for sharing with us today. And feel free to give us some feedback and comments on our website, plantpoweredliving.com. And from all of us here at Plant Powered Living, may your day be flowing with love, light, and aliveness. Stay connected.